Hey everybody, welcome back to the Working Man's Whiskey. I'm Bobby. Today's review I'd like to do is this one right here, Belle Meade Bourbon, guys. And the reason I'm reviewing Belle Meade today is because a few weeks ago when I was in Arizona for spring training, I met a really nice couple, Nicole and Matthew. And, we were talking baseball for a while, but then the subject kind of turned to whiskey, talking about all kinds of whiskey. Told them about my channel, and Nicole said that she recommended Belle Meade, and if I could find it to try it out and let her know what I think about it. So this one's for you, Nicole. I'm looking forward to this. I've never tried this, guys. Bottle's still unopened, actually. Haven't even had time to drink any whiskey for a little while. Since my last review, I think that was the last time I drank any whiskey. So definitely looking forward to this. Work's starting to lighten up a little bit, so may have a little bit more time to get a couple reviews in. I'm actually going to Virginia City, Nevada, before too long, but I figure I'll get this review and maybe one more in before I go. But anyway, back to Belle Meade. This stuff was hard to find. I actually found it at Bevmo, of all places. I mean, Bevmo, they're pretty hit and miss with a lot of, they have a lot of the more commercial stuff, I'd say. But they're pretty hit and miss with a lot of things that kind of fly under the radar a little bit. But they had Belle Meade. I'd been looking for this since I came back from Arizona. And they only had 2 bottles left. And it's a little more expensive than what we usually review on here. It's right around $40 a bottle. But if it's good, guys, I mean, it doesn't hurt to, kind of splurge a little bit if you have a few extra bucks on you. If put in the OT, it's always good to treat yourself once in a while. So definitely wanted to try this, not miss out on this. It's a really historical name. This is the modern day product, but Belle Meade or Nelson's Greenbrier has been around a long time. This guy Charles Nelson, back in the 1850s, started producing whiskey. The distillery's been around a long time. Back then, guys, Charles Nelson was outproducing and outselling Jack Daniels. This is Tennessee whiskey, by the way. I don't think I'd mentioned that before. It's Tennessee whiskey. They do distill it in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, but it says bottled by Nelson's Greenbrier Distillery, Nashville, Tennessee, bottled in Lawrenceburg, Indiana for Nelson's Greenbrier Distillery. But it's considered to be Tennessee whiskey. Definitely was back then. And as I said, shoot, they were outselling Jack Daniels. That's pretty impressive, guys. But I'll read you what the bottle says. It actually, there's quite a bit here. It says Belle Meade Bourbon is a pre-prohibition brand originally produced by Charles Nelson's Greenbrier Distillery, which shut down due to prohibition. Charles Nelson's descendants have proudly resurrected the family business with the reintroduction of this venerable brand. Our classic Belle Meade Bourbon is a high rye proprietary blend of 4 barrels per batch, ranging in age from 6 to 8 years. It's never chill filtered, and at 90.4 proof, this bourbon reaches a sweet spot that balances the rich, spicy flavor and delivers a depth of character unlike any other you've tasted. Charles Nelson built his reputation on quality and craftsmanship, a tradition the Nelson family carries on today. Said quite a bit there. But I thought it was pretty cool when I found out that these great-great-great-grandsons of Charles Nelson, their names are Andy and Charlie. It's pretty cool that they've resurrected this brand of whiskey. I've seen them in videos, and they seem to really care about this stuff, care about this product. don't know if it's true or not, but one of the stories I heard was that they were at like a flea market, and they found an old whiskey bottle at this flea market from the 1800s, and thought it was pretty cool. And their mom said, "Hey, that's your great great grandpa's whiskey," and they were just so impressed and so fascinated by that that they decided to bring it back to resurrect it. So I think that's pretty cool, guys. Pretty neat. As you can see, I might have already said, but I haven't even opened the bottle. I've never had this stuff, so this is going to be pretty much. It is going to be a blind kind of don't know what I'm getting into here taste test. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's a high rye mash bill. This stuff is 64, I believe, 64% corn, 30% rye, and 6% malted barley. So high rye mash bills. You guys know I love those. Let's see what else. I think that's it. I think I mentioned that it's a small batch. I think it said on there actually. It's a small batch. They use four barrels per batch, which includes 2 different mash bills and 2 different yeast strains. So it's pretty cool stuff, guys. It's supposed to be pretty kind of unique stuff. So if I can get this open, guys. Let's take off the whole thing. All right. Kind of a big pour there. All right. So it's look at the color, guys. It's not light. It's a good I'd call it almost medium amber color. And at 6 to 8 years per barrel that they use, in that small batch. 6 to 8 years. It's gonna have some good barrel char in there. So take a nose. I'll tell you right now, guys. I'm loving that nose. It's a big nose, definitely a big nose. So I'm getting a lot. First and foremost, I'm getting a lot of baking spice here. I am getting that rye spice, but I'm getting cloves, cinnamon, definitely some vanilla in there. It does have a little bit of a sweetness. It's not so much corn sweetness. It's almost like a mapley, kind of like syrupy type sweetness, but in a good way. In a good way. This is pancake bourbon for sure. Oh, it smells so good, guys. I'm gonna take a taste here. That's a big bourbon right there. It's 90.4 proof, but I would almost guess that it was higher. Uh, it's thick. It's thick in the mouth, and that spice is there. Some good sweetness, really good sweetness. I mean, it's not overpowering, but it is there. More of that maple, a little bit of corn sweetness, but back to those spices, guys. Rye, vanilla, nutmeg, clove, definitely. Just all those good baking spices, kind of almost like something you'd find in an eggnog. It's got some really good flavor. Let's take another sip. And it's by the way, sticks to the glass really well too, guys. It's got some good thickness to it. I love this bourbon. I'll tell you right now, I'm already loving this bourbon, and it's probably I'm guessing it's gonna get me feeling a little bit of something in a few minutes, just because I haven't had bourbon since I haven't had whiskey, I should say, since St. Patty's Day. So it's been a little over a week, and that was a pretty generous pour. But I'm glad that I had a big pour there. This is good stuff. I'll tell you right now already, I highly recommend this if you can find it. Like I said, it's a little more expensive than what we usually review on here, but every once in a while, it's, if you have a few extra bucks to spend, guys, why not? Right around $40, I believe. Before tax or anything, it was I think $39.99. So if you can find it, try it out. Really, really good stuff. I'm very impressed. Thank you, Nicole, for recommending this. I'm gonna go to you for more recommendations because this is really good stuff. Another sip and then we'll give it a rating and all that. It's just perfectly balanced, guys. This is one of the better whiskeys that I've reviewed in a while. Definitely. For a rating, yeah, the price is a little bit more than usual, but well worth it. Definitely well worth the price tag. Guys, I'm gonna give this a 94. I'm gonna give this a 94 out of 100. Been a while, I think, since I've given something a 90 plus. But this is really, really good stuff, and everything about it's just great. From the backstory of Charles Nelson, and how they outsold Jack Daniels back then, guys. I mean, that's pretty cool. I love that whole story about how his great grandsons brought it back. I think they brought it back in, I want to say, 2011. But I'm glad they did, and whatever they're doing to this stuff, it's great. This stuff is a home run for sure. Find it, try it out, thank me later. I think a lot of you guys are going to like this stuff. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. I have another one lined up. Like I said, I'll try to get to it before I leave on my Virginia City trip. Next one's going to be, we're going back Irish again, guys, but it's a specialty type Irish whiskey. Well within our price range, though. It's actually under $20, but it's something, I don't want to say rare, but it's something that just came out on the market, and pretty interesting stuff. So looking forward to reviewing that, and hope you're all doing well. Looking forward to talking to you guys soon. Definitely leave comments. I'll get back to you. Check out my Facebook page, The Working Man's Whiskey. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Look forward to talking to you guys soon. Until next time, cheers.